Hey guys, Andy Petronic here, and today is a video that I'm shooting to show you a little bit about some really simple techniques you can use to improve your breathing. Both to improve the quality of your breathing and to improve not the quantity, but your control of your breath control. So let's talk about breath quality first. Most people have never really worked on where they should be breathing. Most people breathe from their nipple line up, like their upper chest. And breathing like that looks like this. Even if it's small breaths, you see people's shoulders go up. it's only utilizing the top third of your lungs, your lung capacity, and it's a very neurologically it stimulates the wrong part of your nervous system, the part of your nervous system that activates your fight and flight system, not your calm and relax parasympathetic nervous system. We want to drive the air down lower, but we want to breathe as if there's a hoop around our midsection, all the way around, 360 degrees, like a hula hoop that's going around, all the way around. And so when you breathe, you want to feel that hoop expand. So it looks something like this. It helps a lot to put your hands on your hips when you do that so that you'll feel your hands move out and move back in. And if you have trouble with this, a great way to do it is when you're laying down on the floor. You can put your hand on your stomach. You can also really press your lower back into the ground and feel yourself forcing the air into your lower back so that you'll feel that expansion of your lungs all the way around your torso. Okay, that's exercise number one. Now we're going to use that style of breathing for the next two exercises. But the next one I like to call breathe like the dead. Yeah, you heard me, breathe like the dead. Well, the dead don't breathe, right? So this is an opportunity to breathe as little as possible. Yeah, you heard me right. As little as possible. So when you do this breathing exercise, you are going to be breathing in and out through your nose, and you want to make it so that anyone around you, even if they came up close to you, wouldn't know that you're even breathing. It might even feel a little bit, you might go into a little bit of oxygen debt. Like it might even be a little bit hard to do this because you feel like you need to breathe, and you want to just resist that need to breathe. You're not giving yourself a lot of oxygen. And so it looks something like this. Now, did it look like I was doing anything? I was breathing. I was not holding my breath. And that one's going to take a little bit of practice. The reason it's important is the better you get at controlling your urges to breathe, the better you get at developing your carbon dioxide tolerance, which is the thing that gets you to take a breath, the more efficient your body will be at using oxygen. So it's probably the most important and effective way to train your breathing of any of these three breathing exercises. Okay, so it's going to take a little bit of practice. You might screw it up, meaning taking two small breaths and then all of a sudden you're out of breath and then you're going to take a bigger breath. So just play with it, but it's a really great way to build that carbon dioxide tolerance. The third way is a breathing ladder. And this is just practicing that hoop breathing, that 360-degree breath in and out through your nose. And you're just going to go do a ladder. So you're going to do one breath, a 1 count inhale, a 1 count exhale, and then a 1 count hold. So it goes in, out, hold. And then you're going to do an in for 2 counts, and an out for 2 counts, and then a hold for 2 counts. And then an in for 3 counts, and an out for 3 counts, and a hold for 3 counts. Your goal is to work your way all the way up to 10. And if you want to, then come all the way back down to 1. Now, if 10's too much, then go 1 to 6. If 1 is too little, like you don't need to do 1, and you want to start at 3, look, make this work for you. There are no rules. These are just fun exercises you can do. And again, lying on your back is a great way to do this one as well. So I'm just going to show you what this looks like. I'll start with 2. So here we go. In for 2. Out for 2. Hold for 2. In for 3. Out for 3. Hold for 3. In for 4. Out for 4. Hold for 4. Continue on that on up. It gets much harder after you hit 5 or 6. The seconds get a lot longer. It gets much harder to hold. Another thing you can do in this exercise is there's a natural pause at the end of your exhale. If one of the great ways of practicing, giving your lungs and your whole breathing system a real flush is to not stop where you naturally stop, but to push with your diaphragm in and push all the air out of your lungs. So on that exhale, really getting it all out, like sucking your stomach in and pushing it all out so there's nothing left at all in there. And then starting that inhale from a completely empty belly. That's another way to practice that ladder exercise when you get up into the higher numbers. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the video and practice your breathing. See ya.